Today's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown is brought to you by Jennifer C. at HomeLifeCultureLink.com, Nino Simeka at MortgageGodfather.ca, and Jewelry Forever at JewelryForever.ca. To celebrate the show's arrival on YouTube, Jewelry Forever is giving one lucky viewer this beautiful Seiko 5 limited edition watch. Just comment hashtag Jewelry Forever in the live stream or in the comments of this video and send an email to thesitdownwithscottdionbrown@gmail.com so we'll have a way to contact you if you win. Every episode you comment on is one more chance to win. The draw will be held November 24th. Enjoy the show.
Broadcasting live from Glenmore Record Studios in Toronto, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, your Sunday morning talk show with interesting guests, live musical performances, and the most fun you can fit in your coffee cup. Hosted by Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. And I guess, we've started a little bit late, 11:24. And why does this happen? Well, we had some technical difficulties. And in fact, if you're watching this right now, and you're listening to us right now, you might even notice that the audio quality is not where it should be, where it was last week.
He's just putting a disclaimer up there.
Well, but the reason is because, this guy decided to die on me this morning, literally like 20 minutes before we were about to go live.
Gotta love a live show.
You know, that's how it goes. And so I had the option of, these mics, they're just props today because they're not actually doing anything. So you're actually hearing this through the microphones of the webcam, which you can still hear us, I hope. I hope I did that right. Yes, you can. Okay, good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can hear us, but it's not as crisp and lovely as it's supposed to be. And
with that, let's go on with the show.
yes, hi everybody. Hi, welcome to episode 54 of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. I'm your host, Scott Dion Brown, joined as always by the best co-host in the galaxy,
Regine, Alaina, happy Sunday, fun day, everyone. And yes, as Scott said, it is episode 54, but it's also season 2, episode 2.
That's right. So, however people are counting, that's that's how you're counting. And also, one thing that's cool to point out to people is the show is now on Spotify.
Ooh.
So if you are listening to this, it's not live, but if you are somebody who would prefer to listen with audio, or maybe you're driving around on the go, you can tune in on Spotify. And that's where it is first. We're going to probably work on getting it onto Apple iTunes and all those as well. But for now, it's on Spotify right now.
So if you guys are listening to it on Spotify and you have something you want us to talk about, let us know.
Correct. And it's also, of course, you're watching us on YouTube, or some of you could be watching it on twitch.tv/ScottDionBrown or dlive.tv/ScottDionBrown. That's right. We are everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Sounding a little bit worse than we should.
Oh my God, stop.
I'm bitter about it.
Stop. Can you guys leave a comment down below and tell me to stop and calm down? Like, it's fine.
And now I've got my coffee. And you know what? We're still here. We've still got our beautiful sun.
Which you created.
We did, yeah. We have the Mario hat still here. We've still got all the things that make the show. Look, I made a few improvements in our little setup here. I don't know if you guys can see that well.
And we have this beautiful watch.
Yes, that's right. So as it was announced in the intro, Jewelry Forever, sponsor of the show, is giving away this beautiful Seiko 5 limited edition watch. Absolutely gorgeous. And all you have to do to enter the contest is comment hashtag Jewelry Forever in the live stream chat down below, and do that. What'd you get up to this week, Izzy?
I'm exhausted. I had a very busy week. Not only was I working, and then we had a thing on Thursday with Jewelry Forever, but I was also at the OON netball practice yesterday, where I emceed. Here all day yesterday, or all evening yesterday, but in the morning I was at Good Life with Spin for Kids. So I've just been busy, and then tonight I'm at the JDL's gala anniversary, also emceeing. So
You're
I took Scott's job, guys. He's no longer MC.
taking over.
But it's weird because I'm so used to us emceeing together.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm there by myself or I'm there with somebody else, I'm like, this isn't right.
Yeah, it's fun to have the
The dance.
yeah. You know, like what we do here every Sunday.
Very simple.
I get that too. Well, oh, I should wish a happy birthday, actually, to two bandmates, Colin Campbell and Giovanni Ironman Agostino. They have birthday on the same day.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthdays.
Days.
And we went out for their birthday on Friday night. Which was nice. Had some drinks.
Happy birthday!
And that was fun. And what did I get up to? I don't know.
You
I don't
went
know
to
what I
Jewelry
did.
Forever.
I went to Jewelry Forever. Oh, I did go and check out the Toronto Christmas market.
What is it?
It was nice. It was cold. It was very cold.
It's just cold in general.
Yeah, but it was nice. You know what the thing I hope they do is in previous years they've had like not just heaters, they had those, but they had fire pits before.
Ooh.
And I was looking for a fire pit, which would have been nice, but they didn't have any. I asked them, they're like, oh, I think we're gonna have them out later. Like, but I'm cold now. Oh, and Greg Nagara. Hello, Greg.
Yes, he says
Greg,
nice studio.
Nice studio. Thank you, Greg. I don't know if you saw the audio's a little bit off because
Stop!
the
We're
microphone's
over
broke.
this conversation. Anyways,
you know what? I'm
Hi,
insecure
Greg.
about it.
hi Greg.
I'm insecure
Ignore
about it.
Scott.
I'm
Ignore
insecure.
Scott.
Okay,
Let's meet our guests.
let's meet our guests.
They want to be a part of the
I
conversation.
want to bring them into the
And they
conversation.
want to make fun of you for your
For my...
craziness of this whole audio thing.
This was a stressful morning. Let's meet our guests. So, Regine, why don't you introduce them?
Of course, you guys have seen them on our show already back in the Crossway days, but they are back here in studio. The last time you saw them, it was the before they had this beautiful crown on their head. They are none other than our Miss Teens Canada Top Choice 2019 Chelsea Star, and of course our Miss Canada Top Choice 2019 Cathy.
Hello. Hi, guys. How are you?
I'm okay. Sort of.
Oh, yeah, you're...
Something about my box that works neither.
yeah.
So here's the
So-
thing. Scott's been complaining about the audio not working.
Yeah.
When poor Cathy's audio is not
Not working
working.
either. Yeah, working on that.
But
Voice was it worse than this? Or has it started coming back? Or is it...
It's starting to come back. This is the custard.
that time of year.
So
Like,
this-
I can even rock you.
that's good, yeah.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. Go in the rock.
No, but you know what? Congratulations to you both on your win. Like I said, the last time you guys were with us, it was right before the
Yeah,
pageant.
it was, you were on to promote the
Yeah.
Yeah, we had you with
We were.
Tyra talking
Yeah,
about it. Tyra
my
acted
daughter.
very well in the pageant as well. But of course, just I
No.
miss you. So congratulations to you both. It's been a hot minute since you've been here.
So were you guys at an event yesterday?
We were. Yeah.
Where were you guys?
We were at the Hannah Multicultural Council event out at the Greater Cultural Center in Toronto, in Scarborough. And it was fantastic because it was all these cultures coming together, and they brought in a variety of food.
The food was so good.
You can tell.
Yeah.
So it was great.
It's always good.
Yeah. But it was all the cultures, different cultural groups, Tamil group, the Japanese group, the Nepal groups, those organizations getting together and having a great dinner together and celebration. So it was a fantastic event. Plus, we also had entertainment.
Yes.
So Chelsea danced, did her hip hop. It was awesome.
Awesome.
And the Top Choice Girls also performed that evening as well. And plus we had some of the other performances from the other cultural groups and the regular cultural organizations. So it was great to see and share.
I went to last year and I really wanted to go back this year, but of course I was at the pageant yesterday. But I just love how they bring together, like you said, all the cultures together in one. Like if you want to see diversity, that's an event that you want to go to.
Absolutely.
Not only is it the food, but they have the music, the performances. It's a great time. I wish I was there with you guys.
So you guys have been pretty busy since getting the ground. A lot of events.
Yeah.
A lot of things you've been going to.
A lot of like community events going on and stuff.
What's been your favorite so far?
I don't know. I like them all, but I think my favorite would probably be this weekend at the festival because it was really cool seeing a bunch of cultural things.
Nice.
Hang on. Somebody sent me a message saying that the audio, there's something wrong with it. I mean,
Let me listen to it.
I just want to make sure that you can hear us well. Kate sent me a message.
I can hear you.
Figured out. Just got picked up. Oh, wait, no, I see it. It sounds good to you? You can hear everything pretty well?
I can hear myself. Actually, no, it sounds good.
It sounds fine?
I'm just not gonna let you listen to it because it's gonna stress me out.
Good. I just want to make sure you guys can hear us okay. And also, you can let us know. So we've set up a few things now, so you can actually, in the chat, we can see it. So if you send us a message in the chat, we'll see it here, and as long as I'm looking at it, we'll be able to wait. So that's why I saw Greg said hello, and I said hi to Greg.
Hi,
So
Greg.
feel free to say hello, guys.
Greg, we need to have you back on soon.
Yeah.
I keep saying
Greg
it.
of Latin Train.
I feel like we should have him back for Christmas. We had him on for Christmas last year.
We did for our Christmas
We
special.
did.
That's right.
You want to do it again, Greg?
Yeah, maybe we make that happen.
You gotta leave us more comments. Oh,
Oh, okay. That sounded pretty
the
good.
audio.
We decided to do a quick audio test, everybody. Speaking of Christmas stuff, so apparently the Santa Claus parade is
It's
happening
today. I wanted to go,
Yeah.
but we're here.
Well, I think it's after the
I
show.
know, but I have to go to another event.
Have you guys ever gone to the Santa Claus parade?
I think I went like a while back ago, but like it's been a while.
Mom, can you confirm how she been?
I went when I was little.
freezing.
Was it cold?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Always
Toronto one I
freezing.
went when I was really, really young.
Yeah.
The Richmond Hill one happened yesterday.
Oh.
So yeah, and that one I used to go to, but I've been at other events and I missed it.
Mhm.
But it's just usually a great time.
I find that a lot of the Christmas or Santa Claus parades are happening this weekend. Like I know Brampton had one.
Yeah.
Sudbury's had one yesterday as well.
I haven't been in years. I mean, I think
You
I
live
used to go.
downtown.
I used to go when I was a kid. You know, yeah. Nowadays, I find I'll probably like watch a bit on TV today.
It's
But it
always
is,
on the news, yeah.
It is it's a fun event.
You know, it'd be so cool if we hosted the Santa Claus parade.
You
We're working on it.
That'd be
We're working on it.
fantastic.
Yeah, we can do our own like sit down coverage, like the
We're here live.
yeah, like the people who are what's it called sitting. Like they have like
They
on
have, like,
TV,
this
they have the two
booth.
people who are
Yeah.
sitting next to, and they're like, and here comes Santa's reindeer
Yeah.
coming by, waving.
Let's make
You know
this
what?
happen.
I actually feel like we'd probably be okay at that.
We'd
It
just
would
be
be.
really cold.
It wouldn't be that different for what we're doing now.
Or what we could do is do like a live stream of the Santa Claus parade onto the sit down, and then we make our own commentary.
Yeah.
Is that legal?
So okay, so you can't we couldn't show it.
But what
But
if
we
we
could
were
show
there
us-
and we were live streaming it?
Oh,
and
you mean
then
in person?
I don't know. Just making stuff
I
up
don't know what the
about it.
rules are. Well, because you know, at one time, so when I was on when I was in vacation in Bali, the Raptors were playing in the
Oh, I
playoffs,
remember that.
Oh,
and I wanted to watch it, but
Yeah.
I couldn't get a stream. But what I found was there were two guys who were on YouTube
okay.
live streaming the game, but they weren't showing the game. They were just doing commentary. So I was like, so I was basically watching them comment on the
On the
See,
game.
we could totally do that about the Santa
Yeah.
Claus.
I mean, and it was fine as
After
long as you don't
this
show
show,
it.
this is what we're gonna do.
As long as you don't show any of the video, it's fine.
Mhm.
But
I'm just putting it out there.
so next year you want to
Do you guys want to see that? Leave a comment down below and let us know. I have nods in the audience
mean-
right now, but I mean,
It could be fun.
it would be fun. Yeah.
So what else is happening with you guys? What are you guys going to do?
Mostly like other community events like crowning, and there's been like a little bit of like hosting here and there, so it's been really fun.
Yeah, you were our,
Yeah.
our mini co-host
Yeah.
once.
Oh,
That was super
at
fun.
the B2Bpreneur, right?
Yes, that was super fun. I want to go again.
They're having
Yes.
another
Yes.
event. Yeah,
Yeah, they.
in December. I'm seeing.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, Scott.
That's fine.
Took all
That's
your
fine.
work.
It's no, it's you know, we're both representatives of the show,
Mhm.
so you can have one. You can.
I
have the other.
secretly wear sit-down t-shirts under my gowns.
Oh, there you go. Although I guess you couldn't wear like a.
Wait, you know how, like, Ellen has Ellen underwear? Can we get sit-down?
Should we get that?
Well,
You
you
know,
have
we
a
can. I mean,
mouse.
look at this. Look at this. We got sit-down mouse pads.
Mm-hmm.
We all
We got
have
we
mugs.
all stocked
Yeah,
up on
mugs.
mugs. We all have like mugs now. By the way, actually, we might as well mention if you guys want to get yourselves a mug, you can go to teespring.com/thesitdownmug
Mhm.
and you can get yourself a mug. In fact, here. Let's take a look at that. There you go. Get yourself a mug, the best mug in the biz. teespring.com/thesitdownmug. the sit down mug.
And Christmas is coming up, so you can put all of your eggnog in it.
All of your
That's what we did
eggnog.
last year.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Kate was saying the music sounds a little bit loud, but I've turned it down now, so I think it's okay.
So all of you on YouTube, is it okay? Hi,
Yeah, let us
Mrs.
know.
Brown.
Let us know if you can hear us. Yes. Because we're doing this live, and it's. So here's the thing. Not only it's what I'm annoyed by is not
Oh,
only
here we
did
go
this
again.
thing stop working, so we don't have the mics, but it also gets rid of our ability to monitor things. So it's like you guys are hearing it, but we're not really hearing it. I'm just.
Scott's still better.
You know what? I am bitter.
Don't
You know
worry,
what it is? It's
next week it'll be better. And next week we are giving away this beautiful lot.
That's true. Next
And
week.
next week is a pre-birthday celebration for Scott.
Yes, a
Ooh.
pre-birthday celebration.
There's always
Yeah.
a celebration on the sit down.
What's our celebration today? Santa Claus Parade Day?
Santa Claus
Yes.
Parade and
Santa Claus Parade
having
Day.
our Canada Top Prize winners with us.
That's right. Welcome. Maxwell.
Yes.
One thing I kind of wanted to talk about, not really related to anything, but
When is anything we talk about really?
sure. But have you guys gotten Disney Plus?
Yes, yes, yes.
I
yes,
haven't. I
yes.
really want it, and then my
Mom,
mom doesn't
she
know what
really
it
wants
is.
it.
My mom doesn't know what it is.
It's like Netflix,
But
but
it's-
better.
but-
yeah.
Well, it's basically all of Disney's titles. So there's.
One moment. Let me show you. Hang on. I'm getting comfortable.
Oh, you're actually opening on your phone. So yeah,
Mhm.
it's basically all of Disney's. You can watch all the Disney films, Star Wars, all the Marvel
Yeah.
things. I haven't gotten it yet.
Scott, look, just take a look at the screen. This is exactly what I need.
Oh, look at that. There
Yeah.
it is. So you got all those items.
And again, I'm just showing you guys my nails.
How much is it? Is it $8? I think it's $8.99 a month. or
$8.99
something.
a month.
So what it is? Mom
Yeah.
took note for my
But
Christmas
look,
and
it's, so
birthday
it's Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and Nat Geo,
Yeah.
National Geographic. See, so if you want to make a purchase for your children and make them feel smart about the purchase,
I guess
National Geographic.
we're just running some free advertising for Disney today.
You know what it is? And there's Simpsons on it too.
The Simpsons.
Just so you know.
I mean,
I was at a parent seminar
Mhm.
on actually Saturday, just yesterday in the morning, and she was talking about digital leadership, and she put up the board how many people recognize these Disney VHSs.
Mhm.
And it's like, yes, that's me, because that's what I collected.
yeah,
And that time.
yeah,
And
us too.
then
Us too.
they
Yeah.
mentioned now that because they did mention the digital the Disney Plus channel that no one knows the VHSs. They would rather go
Yeah.
to that, and it's like collection.
See,
Yeah.
I had the
Yeah.
VHSs and I was so happy about it. And then my little brother,
Yeah.
not the one that's tuning in, hi Romeo, the other one comes along and sticks bread into
Oh,
the
bread?
Into VHS.
because he thought it was a
machine thing.
toaster.
Oh.
And there goes
fun.
Into the
all of
player.
my-
Did it ever work? It didn't work again after that?
Did he get toast?
5 years.
Yeah, did he
Yeah.
get
He
toast
got
out of
Did it
it?
work?
Yeah.
The real question is, did he get toast? That's
Mom,
sad.
did he? He got toasted instead.
That's very sad. It does kind of, as a kid, I can see that. I can see why, this kind of looks like where the bread would go. It's the
Yeah.
right size.
Mhm.
And there's that movie, Timmy the Toaster. So it's just like,
The brave little toaster.
yeah.
That movie was scary.
I didn't watch
Well,
it.
there's a scary part when, like, one of the,
Every movie has a scary part.
no,
Like, I was terrified of Ursula from The Little Mermaid.
well, years ago when we were younger, kids' movies used to have parts that would actually scare the kids. Like, there were parts.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, I remember, have you ever seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I've seen it, yes.
You're aging yourself.
I mean, it doesn't mean I was alive when it came out.
Chelsea's like, no.
Okay,
I don't
So-
know.
so it's a movie that it stars all of the cartoon characters from like Warner Brothers, like Bugs Bunny and all of those guys. But then in it, Roger Rabbit is also in it, and he's a character they made up for the movie. And in the story, I think it's in the world where like cartoons and real people exist together.
So, like,
Oh,
Space
wow.
Jam?
Yeah, same idea. In
It's
fact,
the beginning of the
yeah.
first one.
it came out before Space Jam.
Yeah.
It was kind of the precursor to Space
Yeah.
Jam. But in that movie, it's like kind of a murder mystery. Like a cartoon kills a human,
Yeah.
and there's
That's
like
terrifying.
yeah, and there's
Kids
like
movie?
it's a kids movie, yeah. But he's like, but a cartoon is like killed this a human, and there's like then there's like a detective who's trying to find out who, and then that's why the story is Who Framed Roger Rabbit, because it's like he's
Have
the
you
main
guys watched
suspect.
this movie?
But the point is, at the end of the movie, they reveal who the bad guy is,
No
and I
spoilers.
don't want to spoil it, but it's like scary. Like the guy has this really high pitched voice, and they give him these crazy eyes, and he's like part he's a cartoon except he's like wearing a mask so he looks like a person.
Oh wow.
So
That's-
he's all bald and like with weird. Anyway, it gave me nightmares.
Guys, leave a comment down below. What is the scariest children's movie you've seen?
Yeah. See, I don't know if they make children's movies like that anymore. Where like,
Well, there's
you
like
can-
there's still like a terrifying moment, like a moment of suspense, like
Probably
any
not
other
as
movie.
scary as that.
No,
Well, that's the thing, like, are
in Moana, it was scary when she was in the ocean by herself.
But like, are there any things like? Can you think of any movies when you were a kid where you
She
still
is
like?
still a
scary?
kid.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but you know, even younger. But like, can you think of any like? Is there like a scary movie like when you were a kid that you remember that like gave you nightmares? Like even now you think about it and it scars you.
I don't think it was a movie that wasn't supposed to be scary. But one time, I think my parents were watching Annabelle, and I walked downstairs.
Why
and
are you?
I was like, "What are you guys watching?" And it was like, and I saw the TV. I was like, and I ran upstairs, and I had dolls in my room. I was like, "No!" And I had nightmares for it for like.
Do you still have
4
those
days.
dolls in your room?
No, they're in my downstairs now. Scarring now.
This reminds me one time I don't even remember where we were. We were at a friend's house, like my parents' friend, and I remember I walked down the stairs into the basement, and they were watching I still to this day I don't know what it was. It was a horror movie, but as soon as I walked in and looked at the TV, the scene that was on was like glass was shattering, and I could see body parts flying towards the camera, and I was like, ah! And I just ran back upstairs. And I was like, and you know what's funny is it clearly had some effect because I remember it now.
Yeah.
I remember nothing else. I don't even remember where I was there.
How old were
Anything
you?
about the story? I don't know. Very small.
No, my mom loved horror movies. I do not watch them. I don't like them at all.
Yeah.
And she would always watch them, and I would run to my room and cover my head.
Yeah.
Just the music
Mm.
would make me visualize something horrific. It just, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like them either.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of scary movies.
I'm not a fan of being scared. Like when people are like, "Oh, we should go to Screamers," or "We should," I'm like, "You're on your own."
Yeah.
Don't even.
I enjoy scary movies. I just I mean I find I'll regret it later though because like inevitably I'll be by myself at some point,
Yeah.
right? Just at home and it's dark and I'm like I keep telling myself there's nothing there, but you always just have that
But
feeling.
still, yeah.
I usually think that like I convince myself that I like scary movies, and I'm like, it doesn't seem too bad. And then I watched the trailer, like I was with my friends, and we were all like, we should watch a scary movie. I'm like, yeah, it's such a great idea. And people were like, no, and I was like, we'll get it. And then we watched the trailer, and I didn't even last like 5 seconds. So yeah, not good with scary movies.
The scary things. Oh, we got a couple people saying hello in the
I
chat.
know my brother's in there. Nicole.
Hello,
Hi,
Nicole. Hi.
I
Hello.
saw her yesterday.
Oh, hello. Thank you guys for tuning in, and everybody who's commented here in the chat.
Don't
Um,
forget to use hashtag
Comment
Jewelry
hashtag Jewelry
Forever.
Forever to enter to win the draw. Enter to win the draw. You can hear here. There it is. Look.
Um,
Tune in today. Okay, Regine, you want to show it? There's the watch right there. A beautiful Seiko 5. And here we've got this. We've got this.
Yeah, sure.
There it is, spinning around beautifully. Beautifully spinning.
Don't forget to leave a comment hashtag Jewelry
Forever.
Forever. And if you don't want the watch because you're Nicole and you're a girl, but you want the watch anyway, your dad will love it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's more of a. I guess it's kind of a men's watch. It's a
Mhm.
larger size, but we live in a modern world. Anybody can wear anything.
Romeo, you want to watch?
Hashtag Jewelry Forever, people. Leave it in the chat. And again, like I said, once you leave the comment in the chat, you should send an email or a DM to one of our accounts, just letting us know that you entered. Because otherwise, if you win, how are we going to get you the watch?
And make sure you tune in next week to find out if you won.
The draw is November 24th.
Oh my God, it's almost the end of November. I just took that in.
I know.
That's next
It's
Remember
almost the
when
end of
life
the
was
year.
fast? Oh my god, yeah.
You're shot by.
What happened in 2019, guys?
I don't know. What did I do?
I did 2 pageants. That's what happened. That's why I went by so fast.
Got this.
Yes,
That's
you got
true.
it.
There you go.
You guys both got a crown
So how did it feel to
to win.
Like, what was that moment? Like, go back, because last time I spoke to you guys
It was before.
it was been before the pageant.
Yeah.
So what was that night like?
I think like the moment that they called my name, it took me a second. I was
When
like,
we called your
yeah,
name?
you called your name, right?
My
Right.
God.
And I was like, candidate number 12, and I was like, wait, I'm 12, right? Yes, I am 12. And I walked up, I was like, wow, I did it, and it felt really good.
Wow.
I was
That's
like,
how you felt?
yeah,
Wow.
wow. I was like, is this really happening? Like, yeah. So I was kind of shocked, but I was happy that I won. I was
You're very
grateful.
calm and collective.
Yeah, I was very like, I didn't process it until like 5 seconds. I was like, good job, candidate number 12. I'm candidate number 12. I better walk up soon. So yeah, I
Is
better
that why
walk
there was
up.
a little delay?
Yeah, I was like, that's me. So
Aw.
pretty great.
And your mom was probably freaking out. in the
Yeah.
back
I
on stage.
can always hear her scream. It's like a certain type of scream.
My mom is the same way. Like
Yeah.
she can be on the other side of the room, and the minute I hear her, I'm like, oh, she's on
You can always
Yeah.
pick her out of
Yeah.
the
I
crowd.
can also hear my mom's laugh. So that's really, very nice. Very good.
Very nice. You're just saying that because she's next to you.
Well,
What about you,
Ah.
Cathy? How was it like for you?
It was actually really special because that evening we had actually a lot of friends and family come out
You guys had a big crowd.
to participate and just to kind of see the show. So to actually have that crowning moment was really, really special because many girls have done are engaged in pageants. All the pageants I've ever been involved in the past, I've not had family members there. So this was actually got to the Ms. Where I actually had family members, support and participate. So it was a really, really special evening for me, like much different than the other events I've ever attended, because I was able to share that. So it was awesome.
Actually, both of you had a big crowd. Like, do you
Mhm.
remember? All you see is Chelsea. I was like, oh, I found your group.
all
They're
my
over there.
all my past PIDC pageant sisters, they brought these big signs and they were like screaming, and like my
Oh, we
dance
heard.
friends, my dance friends, they're not used to like the long, like sitting there for a long time because they didn't realize there was that long. They were like screaming in the beginning, and then like slowly they're like, this is long, this is really long.
Let's save our voices.
Yeah. To the end. So
Yeah, it makes sense. I guess they were really excited, then you realize, oh wait, the event is a
Yeah.
few hours long.
they're like, is Chelsea coming? Nope, that's not her. Nope, it's not her.
Let's
It's not
save
her.
our energy. Yeah.
Makes sense. It's an awesome event.
I usually have a big crowd too. You're part of it. You were part of it too. All of you guys are.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Team Regine, everybody.
Oh
Team
yeah,
Regine. I have
that was great.
I have my Team Regine shirt.
Well, Scott wasn't at the Galaxy pageant
wasn't,
this year,
that's
but Kathy was.
I was.
She
Yeah.
was cheering for me and Tyra. I just want to put it out there, if you are looking for support when it comes to pageantry, and these girls know, it takes a village. I am not lying when I say Cathy was like the head of the village. She's like, no, this is what we got to do. Like, I was freaking out. 2 days before I went into the, not even, 2 days before the pageant. And then
great.
and I was like, oh my God, I don't know what gown to wear. This woman was like, oh, I can drive you to Hamilton. We're in Toronto. Toronto to Hamilton.
It's like a 2 hour drive.
In rush hour.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
But
and
even-
the
so at
longer
least-
rush.
And she's like, yeah, we'll go. I'll bring you. I'm like, oh.
That's
So
nice.
We did it.
I would not have had that red gown if it wasn't for Cathy.
Very cool.
And there you go.
I just had to put it on.
It takes
It takes a village.
It takes a village, everybody. Oh, and Nicole, we see you entered hashtag Jewelry Forever. There you go. You are now in the running to win this beautiful Seiko 5 watch.
Maybe we should do our advertising.
Yeah, we've been about a half hour, about
Yeah.
30-minute mark. We're gonna just quickly do our ads,
Mhm.
and then we're gonna be right back more with. Well, we're not going anywhere. We're just gonna read the ads. Our first ad, ladies and gentlemen, is brought to you by. Today's episode was brought to you by Jennifer C. at Home Life Culture Link. Regine,
Yes, Scott.
do you want to find out what your home is really worth?
Okay.
Are you buying or selling a home?
Potentially.
Then Jennifer C., Realtor at Home Life Culture Link, is here to help.
Mm-hmm.
Call or text Jennifer today at 647-403-8887. Don't deal with just anyone. Speak to a professional.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer C. at Home Life Culture Link. To see her current listings, visit homelifeculturelink.com.
Mm-hmm.
The Mortgage Godfather is here to give you advice with any mortgage needs you may have, and he will shop to find you the best mortgage. Nino Saimeka, mortgage agents. He'll give you an offer you can't refuse. He will. And find out more at mortgagegodfather.ca or call 905-604-6955. Thank you very much to them. And also, it was brought to you, of course, by Jewelry Forever. Conveniently located at CF Markville Shopping Center on 5000 Highway 7 East Markham. That's at Markham. That's at Highway 7 and McCowan in Markham, Ontario. They do custom-made jewelry, repairs, and they change watch batteries, all done on site. Isn't that amazing, Regine? It's just wonderful, wonderful news. And we've got also some extra special news about Jewelry Forever. Obviously, for starters, they are giving away this beautiful watch, which is you tune in today, comment hashtag Jewelry Forever to be entered into the draw, and of course send us an email or a DM to the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown to let us know you've entered. We're drawing next on November 24th. One lucky viewer is taking home this beautiful Seiko 5 watch. But there's also something else about Jewelry Forever we want to tell people about.
What do we want to tell them, Scott?
If you go to the store and you tell them Scott and Regine sent you,
they'll give you 15% discount.
That's right, people. Christmas is coming.
1-5, okay, not
1-5.
5-0, 1-5.
1-5. So get in there. Go talk to Jerry over at Jewelry Forever and tell him Scott and Regine sent you, and enjoy 15% off your purchase. Christmas is coming.
Yeah.
It's just around the corner.
And his work, we saw it firsthand when he was doing his custom jewelry.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's something they do custom-made things. He was at the time he was making I think he posted about it on
a ring.
Yeah, they're making a ring, but it was like
piano ring.
Piano key ring. And the person wanted the black keys to be
to match the keyboard.
Yeah, so he was putting like little individual stones for each key, and it was just beautiful work. Jewelry Forever. So hashtag Jewelry Forever in the comments to win yourself a watch, and then get on over to Jewelry Forever, get yourself something nice, custom jewelry or a present, blah, 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 blah. 15% off. Tell them Scott and Regine sent you.
Either they don't only just have watches, they also have engagement rings if you're in the market. They have cufflinks. They even have baby jewelry. So if you're looking for that special gift for someone for Christmas or Valentine's Day, or just to say hi, get them something nice at Jewelry Forever.
Jewelry Forever. And you can find out more at jewelryforever.ca. But we really go on into the shop. It's a nice little place.
It is.
Over in Markville.
And it's always busy. We were there trying to do our commercial
You were
or
shooting a video.
ad, and we couldn't because people kept walking in, and we're like, oh, pause, and you guys can come in.
You know what's funny? So we dressed up, obviously. Like, I was wearing my suit, right? And we had the camera set up in the store.
I had a black dress on.
Yeah. And like people would walk in, and I think they thought
we were
worked
working,
there.
but we're both on our phone.
And so we felt bad because it's like we were just stand off to the side and like trying to be quiet, stay out of the way so that Jerry can talk to them. But I think they thought we were just like bad employees coming in and like not,
just talking to each other.
Oh, you're coming into the store? Well, you can help
It's
yourself.
like, oh, Jerry, someone's here for you.
So sorry, Jerry. But we figured it out. But it was just funny because we looked like we worked there. I was trying to look like a customer, but I think with the camera equipment and stuff, it didn't.
It was just funny because they literally just looked at us like, "Are you not gonna help us?"
Yeah. I was like, sorry, I'm not qualified.
I mean, I can try to sell you a watch, but
yeah.
Anyways, back
so
to
we're
our
back.
guests.
We're back with our guests. Hello, Cathy and Chelsea.
Hello.
The reigning Ms. Canada's Top Choice 2019.
Yep.
And Miss Teen, Canada's Top Choice.
Chelsea, this is your second pageant, right?
It is my second pageant.
Because you did Little Miss.
I did Little Miss PIBC, and I got second runner-up 2018. And then
that's where I met you.
Yes.
So what do you like about pageants? What makes you want to compete?
What I love about pageants is, well, there's a lot of things I love about pageants. Like, I like the community work, and I love, like, the new skills it taught you. Because, like, ever since I joined Canada Top Choice, I just learned, like, so many things. But what I love the most is the meeting the new people and meeting new friends and interacting with people, because I got to meet, like, so many different people, and I got to do so many different things, and I made so many lifetime friends. So that's what I love most about pageants.
It's a sisterhood.
It is.
It is.
It is a fun experience.
How about you, Cathy? It's been a while since you did your last pageant.
How many pageants? This one's actually probably my seventh pageant over the time frames. And each one you kind of build on, get to again meet people. You build your confidence and your ability to public speak, and that was the biggest thing for me because I was really a shy child. A lot of people don't.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. That's amazing, right? Because people don't think that of me now.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, no, you're not a shy person. You're out in the public. You're engaged. You're involved in the community. And that didn't start for me until after my first pageant. Okay. And I got into my first pageant just because my roommate in university said, let's try to do something together. And we did. And then she pulled out. So I was the only one left in that pageant. I was in Mississauga at that time frame. But I carried on with it, and the people that I met at that time were friends, and we continue with the Mississauga Association, and all the other pageants that I've been engaged in. And just recently, or actually in October, I have the opportunity to go up to Montreal because I also have the title of Miss Chinese Montreal, 1987. So don't count back those dates, but
I'm not good at math.
good. But in any case, I was able to be a judge with my Canada's Top Choice title crown, going there, so representing Canada Top Choice in Montreal, and really kind of spreading out our pageantry and our sisterhood as well to Montreal.
Were you able to see any of your old friends from that pageant, or?
I'm in contact with old friends from that pageant. In fact, this is a funny thing. I took my son up to the pageant with me, so he came with me as well. So I missed Montreal 1987, which was the third year they ran that pageant. And then he went back to residence and was talking to a friend of his, and he said, "What were you doing in Montreal?" And his friend in the same class said, or my son said, "Oh, I was with my mom for the pageant." He says, "Oh yeah, well my mom is 1985."
Wow.
So my son is in the same school with Judy, who was the crown holder 2 years before me, who was the first Miss Chinese Montreal. So it's a small world.
That's
a very small world.
crazy. Yeah.
That's cool.
So,
That's awesome.
Well, congratulations to you both for
Thank you.
Once again. Let's talk about one thing I want to talk about. It's not related to. I'm no good at segues, everybody. Okay, but I did want to think about it because it's on my mind. Did you guys hear who the new Batman is going to be?
No, did not hear about that.
Yes.
God, every time.
Well, it's fine. It was fine.
Yes, I think we did.
It's going. So the new Batman is
a vampire.
Yes, Robert Pattinson is the new Batman.
Oh.
Yes. Do you guys know? You know?
I
Robert
love
Twilight.
Oh, nice. Are you a fan of? Were you a Twilight fan?
I was.
You are. I'm Twilight fan. No, are you?
I was a Harry Potter fan too, so.
Yeah, that's
still
right.
am.
He was in that.
Yeah.
He was
Cedric.
Cedric Diggory.
Yes. Cedric Diggory.
Don't worry, Chelsea. I'm like, huh?
So you're not. So Chelsea, not an Art Pats fan.
Oh, I am.
I kind of am myself as well.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. When Twilight came out, like I styled my hair after Edward Cullen. I kind of still do a little bit, to be honest with you. I mean,
I can see that.
I think.
Do you have photos? Let's check his Facebook.
Well, I mean, I probably do, but the thing is, it's still more or less the same. I just I like the.
Yeah.
Are you a vampire?
I wish.
Very cool.
Anyway, so I mean, I know some people were saying, oh, will he be a good Batman? I think he
Got
will.
a great jawline, but we'll see how.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. And you know what I heard is like I was really young when the Michael Keaton Batman came out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever watched Batman.
Really?
Your voice
I'm shocked. No, the Michael Keaton one.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't really paying attention like to what people were saying at the time, but I know he was kind of controversial as a choice initially, right? People didn't think he'd be able to do it.
No.
So I think this is the same sort of thing. Some people are expressing concerns whether he can, but Robert Pattinson I think is a good actor.
He is. I like him.
Like
He's a great vampire.
He's a good. Well, did you guys ever see the movie
wizard.
Remember Me?
I did.
With that? Yeah, you saw. That was the one where.
I know the song.
Different movie. But I know in the movie Remember Me, he. I mean. I can't remember. It's like basically a love story.
It's a love story with a twist at the end.
Yes.
Of we didn't see it coming.
Yeah, exactly.
But with the tragedy at the end. But
right.
yes.
But he's good in it. Like I thought he has a good performance.
Yeah, he did.
And I think because I remember Twilight was a very specific. Like there were people who really liked Twilight, and then there were a lot of people who
I never watched
like,
Twilight
really
either.
didn't, or like
Obviously.
yeah. And so like I actually enjoyed Twilight.
Should Chelsea and I just step away from this conversation because we're both looking at each other like.
So bottom line, our Pats, I believe he's going to do well as Batman.
Do you guys think he'll do well as Batman? Leave a comment down below.
Oh, and hello, Kate D. Good morning, and yes, Jewelry Forever.
Good
Hashtag Jewelry
morning.
Forever. You are now entered into the contest. So there you go.
There you go.
Robert Pattinson is going to be Batman. I guess did either of you guys see the new Sonic trailer?
Yeah,
I did. I was really happy they changed like the
Yes.
visual of it because before it wasn't The best.
He was in fact, what's cool is I actually because in fact I forgot. So we were going to talk about Batman. I actually had a Batman picture ready. There he is. You guys can't see it, but there's a picture of Robert Pattinson as the new Batman. That's him there.
Okay.
And
yeah, he does have a good jawline for it. Like,
but look at this. I prepared the conversation. I didn't even use the picture when I had it.
that's why he brought up the conversation.
Yeah, no, because honestly, I kind of did make some notes about like stuff that I might want to talk about because I tend to forget when we get into
So back to
it.
Sonic.
Back to Sonic. So
I got
So-
you, Chelsea.
yeah, so people who don't know, right? So okay, first of all, I don't know
Sonic the Hedgehog.
how much backup do we have. Sonic the Hedgehog is a video game character from
Mhm.
Sega.
He's a blue character, a blue hedgehog.
Yes, blue
Just in
hedgehog.
case
Who's
anyone-
very fast.
Yeah.
And yeah, exactly. Gotta go fast.
What was that?
And
Do
so
it again. Do it again.
like this.
I
He
wish
runs.
I could hear the
He runs.
sound of
He
that.
runs so fast that his legs are like wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, it's fun video game. So they started to make a movie of it. They announced they're gonna make a movie, and they released the trailer.
It
I was
wasn't
pretty
a very good
disappointed.
Well, basically, the biggest criticism is that Sonic in it looks terrible.
Kind of looks like a squirrel mixed with like a dog. Like I don't
Yeah.
know.
With-
Or in like a mouse.
Yeah,
Or
A
something.
balloon
And the thing that
squirrel
people
dog.
really, pointed out specifically was his teeth.
Yeah, that was terrifying because he had like human.
He had
teeth.
weird
Yeah.
human
It
teeth
was like
inside inside a mouth. It was just it was all wrong. It didn't look like Sonic at all. Now, I'm not a huge Sonic guy.
Mhm.
I don't know. Are you guys gamers?
I played
Yes.
Sonic as a kid.
Okay, yeah. So like
See, I did something.
so I had a Sega Game Gear.
yeah.
Is that it?
Don't need yourself. Don't
It's
need
like
yourself.
it's like a handheld gaming system, but it was like heavy and it had like 800 AA batteries for it to work. Right? So anyway, so that's where I played Sonic on. I played Sonic on there, and but that was many years ago. He's not my favorite gaming character. In fact, my favorite gaming character is Mega Man. There he is right there. Very spinning. You're gonna see
He's
his
shy. He doesn't want to
face.
make a
There he is. Mega Man's right there. So I wasn't overly attached to him, but when I saw the trailer for this new movie, I was just like,
Oh.
well, I'm like, oh, I have no interest in seeing that at all because it was, I mean, it's not a remake really, but
No.
it kind of sits in that same category of like they're kind of remaking and bring back old things, but
Yes.
they're
They didn't bring it back well.
yeah, well, and that's the thing with a lot of these movies that they're bringing back. They're like remaking something, and it's got none of the spirit of like what the original is, and it's almost seems like just like this. Oh, we're just gonna try to make
Yeah.
money, so they're just grabbing
Yeah.
everything.
There's someone.
Yeah, and it has none of the I don't know the essence of what made it good. And in this case, he was just scary looking.
Yeah.
Do you have a photo of him?
I do, but I'll show it in a second. But what's amazing about this specific story is that the studio heard all of this negative criticism that was being lobbed at them, and they actually like did something about it.
Yeah.
They,
Changed it.
yeah, they were like, okay, you guys don't like what Sonic looks like. We're gonna go back to the drawing board, and we're gonna go.
I feel bad for the
start again."
person that thought, yeah, my Sonic is great,
Yeah.
and then they're like,
Yeah.
oh.
It goes through a lot of people, and they were probably like, it's great, and they put it out there like, never mind.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's
I hope they didn't lose their job.
yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. Who did? Oh, so anyway,
Whose
so I
idea
did.
was to do the human teeth.
Yeah, creepy. So now I do have here's a photo of a side by side.
Oh,
Of
okay.
old-
Oh
now-
my god, yeah, that looks so much better.
So old Sonic to new Sonic. Now
New
one thing
Sonic
that's
looks so much better, and
Well-
actually looks like the cart.
well, yeah, old Sonic, the new Sonic actually looks like Sonic. And what's funny is seeing
He
now,
looks like the Grinch.
Yeah.
If he was
Like-
blue.
like seeing the old one and the new one next to each other, it makes the old one look so much worse.
I didn't even know, like, at first glance, I didn't even know that it was Sonic. I thought it
Yeah.
was just like a new movie.
Yeah, it just looks like a weird, creepy bear
Yeah.
thing, right?
It's a Care Bear.
And and you know what the thing is, like the new trailer as well is not only does Sonic look better, but I don't know, the movie actually looks better. I mean, I know it's the same movie, but the trailer has like
Yeah.
just I wouldn't have gone to see it before. I just wasn't interested. I was like, okay, this is just
Now you
another.
are.
I've kind of become, I don't know, it's not cynical, but I'm kind of just like, I've gotten used to the idea now that they're going to start grabbing things from my childhood and just throwing it out, and I just have to accept that that's not
I
actually
feel like
for
it
me.
started though with like Power Rangers when Power Rangers came out and they did the remake of it, and all of a sudden you just see like all these other.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're just nostalgia is really big right now, so they're. But actually seeing the trailer of the new one, I think I might go see it.
Wait, speaking of remakes, did you watch Little Mermaid live? Have you guys watched Little Mermaid?
Actually, did it come out already?
Yeah.
Yes,
I didn't even know it came out.
I missed it.
It was good.
It was good?
Ursula,
Really good.
as
That was
scary
good.
as she is, she was a bomb.
It was in theaters.
It was
No,
it was on
TV.
TV.
Do it live on TV.
So what they did was they
Oh,
played
wait,
the
wait,
movie.
wait.
They played the movie, and then when it came to like the songs and stuff, they actually came out and did it live. So
Okay, wait. So you're not talking about the Little Mermaid film.
no.
So what is this?
Like,
we're talking
it
about?
was literally like the music.
Yeah, but explain to me again. I don't
So they
understand.
would play the original movie,
Like the cartoon.
the cartoon movie, and then when it came to the songs, actresses and actors came out dressed up. So Shaggy, of course, was Sebastian. So he came out and did his little Under the Sea.
Shaggy, like
The singer,
what was his
the
big
reggae
song?
singer. It
wasn't me.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. Oh, okay. He was.
So he was Sebastian, and then Queen Latifah was Ursula, and she killed it. She was the best out of all of them.
I didn't even hear about this.
And then the girl that played Moana actually played Ariel.
Oh, how fun. I heard nothing about this. This is the first time I've ever
On
actually heard of it.
ABC.
Recently?
Yeah, very
2 weeks
recent.
ago.
Yeah, it wasn't that long
It
ago.
was after one of her shows, and I was like, oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was on my Insta story. How did you
really?
miss it?
I did not see that at all.
I liked it.
I'm curious about whether the new Little Mermaid movie is going to be.
I think they should cast Queen Latifah as Ursula because honestly, if you search her videos on YouTube, but not now, do it after this episode, she killed it. Like,
Really
when
good.
I saw Shaggy as Sebastian, it kind of threw me off a little bit because I was expecting more from Sebastian and more from Ariel. And Ursula scares me, but she won my heart.
But you enjoyed it overall.
Mhm.
Well, to close up the Sonic discussion, what I'll say is this. I'll say is that what's it called? I think it's really cool that a studio actually went back and like listened to fans. Because here's the thing I don't understand. It's the part that annoys me the most about all these remakes that are coming out. I know Sonic's not a remake, but it fits in the category. Is that like they seem to do this thing where, so first of all, what's the logic behind bringing back something that's older, right? Like ideally, if you're grabbing something that's say 20, 30 years old, your goal is to get people who were kids when it came out to go out and bring their kids, right?
Continue the.
Yeah, so you're trying to take what they like, bring something they like, and get their money now that they're adults. But if you make the thing with except it has none of the spirit or relation of the original, then what are you doing it for? Like, if you're doing something that's going to annoy the people that liked it in the first place, you might as well just make a new thing. Because who are you selling it to then? Like, it makes no sense.
Well, there's discussions about Charlie's Angels out there.
Yeah, Charlie's Angels is back. Yeah.
And it's I guess it's the third one that they're making. And
Yeah.
there's that discussion going on. It's like, why are we making it? And
Why
Who's
can't we
it-
just keep it?
purpose?
Why can't they just keep it as?
Like, who's it for?
Yeah.
Who's it for? And again, I mean, if the studios believe, they have an audience. Oh, we know who we're giving this to. But I've just never understood. There's no point in like going out and acquiring like an older property and then repackaging it for the modern age if you're going to make something that none of the people who liked it, because the kids who are kids now, they have no attachment to it. Like, they're not going to know. Yeah, they're not going to know who them are. So if you've got parents who want them to bring their kids, you should create a movie that would be exciting for them. So anyway, this movie, I mean, what I like is that as soon as the trailer started, it's like I saw Sonic's face, and then suddenly I didn't notice it anymore because I'm like, oh yeah, that's just Sonic. And now I'm just watching it, and now he's not some weird bear, squirrel,
Squirrel
whatever
dog,
creature.
Dog, fox.
All those things, but not a hedgehog,
Now
and
he's a
certainly
hedgehog.
not Sonic. One more look at him. Let's
My
take
friend
one
has
more.
a hedgehog. I just wanted to say
Okay,
that.
hedgehog?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I just wanted to say that because
A real one?
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Mom, I want a hedgehog.
Yeah.
Or a flying squirrel.
Yeah. My daughter wants it.
Mom, I want to fly.
You know,
Mom,
I
don't
already
want
have a dog.
Yeah.
So, I have both of those.
He doesn't really look like Sonic though. Like Sonic doesn't
Yeah.
actually look like a real hedgehog. That should be clear. I don't know if anybody was
The
wondering.
blue color?
Yeah.
Blue, yeah. Hedgehogs are not actually blue.
Oh, they're not.
No.
Oh.
They should have legs. Any of those things.
They're not that fast.
I don't know. Are hedgehogs fast animals?
I think they. Do they? No, I don't know.
They scurry.
Do they roll?
I don't know if they roll. They're the rolling shape, but I don't know if they actually take advantage.
When you
of
get
that.
one for Christmas,
Yeah,
let
when I
us
get my
know.
Yeah.
hedgehog, I'll tell you that.
Because I was actually
I'm
thinking.
sorry, Mom. Okay, just get her Disney Plus and she'll be happy.
Well, because I'm actually thinking like, what made them choose like when Sega designed Sonic the
We're gonna
Hedgehog?
choose a hedgehog.
Where do they choose Hedgehog from, and why do they decide? Yeah, this is gonna be a hedgehog and he's super fast, and all these things that they chose.
Because don't question it.
But I'm just wondering how much of it is accurate.
Well, I don't know. Well, it was successful, so.
It was
nothing
successful.
got going on.
I mean, he was cool. Although growing up, when I was growing up,
Uh-huh.
you were either a Nintendo kid or a Sega kid. You weren't really
No.
one or the other. Now I was always Nintendo, but like I said, my one attachment to Sega was my Game Gear, because
And your million batteries.
my million batteries. Well, because at the time, the Game Boy
Mm-hmm.
was black and white, and the
You're
Game
aging
Gear,
yourself.
the Game Gear was color. So the Game Gear was so cool because it was like a color screen, whereas the Game Boy was. It was still actually the Game Boy. I don't even know which one was more popular.
Well,
The
then
Game
it's
Boy was
not.
popular. It's older than I wish I was, but young at heart. We'll say that. Anyway, Sonic, good stuff. Good stuff. So,
Chelsea and
so yeah.
Cathy.
What else is going on with you guys?
Well, Chelsea, you dance a lot.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
And mainly at this time, it's the season where we get ready for competing. So not too much is happening right now. It's very exciting because there's a lot of new learning and experiencing going on right now. We get to learn the new dances and stuff.
So what
it's
kind of
really
dance
exciting.
do you do again?
I do mainly everything. So I do tap, jazz, ballet, point, contemporary, lyrical, and like musical theater. So I do mainly everything, and acro. Sorry, and
do
hip hop.
you do break dancing? Because then you'd be doing everything.
Well, yeah, it's mixed into hip hop as well. So basically
Wow.
everything, most of it.
You're very when you perform, you put a lot of passion into it. Like the thing that really stood out for me when I watched you perform is it's in your face as well. Like it's a full. It just feels
From
like
head to toe.
you're completely into it. You know what I mean? And that engages the audience because sometimes you'll see it, and it's not just with dancing. I'll see it even with a performer or a singer or something where they go on stage and they're playing their instrument or they're moving around the stage, but their eyes are like not there.
Yeah.
Like there's just so. But you really.
It's because like when I'm in the studio practicing, it's like I try my best obviously. But when I'm in the stage, like everything blanks out. And it's like I enter this new world. I'm not thinking anything other than performing, and I just love performing so much. So that's why another thing about the pageants is they give me more opportunities to perform at different events. So,
Awesome. Yeah,
How long have you danced for?
I've been dancing since I was 2 years old.
So yes. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Or
10
competition.
years, yeah.
10 years. Wow.
It's amazing dancing at 2. When did I start walking?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can still be a babysitter and like wiggle.
I still have my diaper on, which is kind of funny.
So mom, how did you get her to dance?
She insisted. She was crying to
She
get
was
in.
2.
She was like she was.
She's known from a very young age.
I know. How about you, Cathy? You've been doing a lot of singing.
I'm doing more singing.
That's where her
Yeah,
vocals went.
That's where my vocals went. I was prepping for a show tonight, which unfortunately I'm gonna have to have other people do.
No worries.
Yeah, no, I've kind of had the hobby of singing for a long time, just my personal interest, and that I was doing since I was little. My mom used to bring me around, and I used to sing in front of groups because I guess I was a cute kid. And when I was little, maybe about 2 years old to 3, she made me start singing in front of everyone when I was younger.
How old was I when I started talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the little bits of songs, and then it expanded a little bit, and then it went to school time, and then it changed. It was like school, no more singing.
But now here you are.
Yeah, so I do singing, but I also do ballroom dancing. So I take
Oh.
ballroom dance as well. and different styles playing. So yeah.
Also started learning singing. I think I've been singing for about a year now, and
Yeah,
it's
you're
something.
young.
Yeah, it's something new. I'm not like 100% best at it, but I'm learning.
Yeah. Right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are both really great
Talented.
performers,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, it paid off in the pageant.
Mm-hmm.
Cathy, you said you do ballroom dancing.
I do.
Did you almost like when you had to choose your talent? Were you definitely always going to do singing, or was there a possibility? Would you consider doing dancing instead, or what were you thinking?
Dancing would require the partnership with someone else, so it became more of a challenge to think whether I would actually do the dance part of it.
Mhm.
So it was more towards the singing. So I guess between the two, I'm more comfortable in the vocal performance aspect of it.
Mhm.
Although I kind of compete at comp as well a little bit, not at an high level, but just for fun and pure learning. Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're getting kind of towards the end of the show, and it's been a very enjoyable episode for me.
Oh my god, his mood changed, guys. You should have seen him when we walked in here.
Honestly, I was like, yeah. So when they all walked in, I was just like, I didn't even say anything. I was like, hang on, let's try to get this.
Kathy's
And-
like knocking on the door.
Yeah. We walked in, we see Cathy, we're like, oh, she's outside.
I'm like, Scott, let her in.
So it was nice to just be able to
That's what the sit down
just to
does
start
to you.
just to chat again.